against that. Hey! Welcome to the casual... Whoa. We're coming through the speaker. We're in surround sound.
Doesn't sound too bad, actually. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it might be picking up on the mics.
Oh, no.
Makes you sound like you're like in the
We're
middle of,
professional
like,
guys.
We're professionals. Welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 67.
It makes you sound like you're in an amphitheater or
I've
something.
got an echo. It's kind of cool.
Actually pretty sick.
Oh, it's gone now. Damn it.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we tried. I sounded like the Wizard of Oz for a second. I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. This is the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. This is where we talk all things video games,
And
whether
other
they are
things.
old, new, happening or not. With me, as always.
Almost as always.
Almost as always.
I did miss last time because I was
Yeah,
on
you
call. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I had responsibilities. I'm
what they
Ate
all
Rojas,
say.
also known as No Jeans.
No jeans. And on the far side, yeah, you missed that one. On the far side, we have
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
sitting in for Robert and or Zonner. Nobody on the production side. We're doing it from this side of the table this time
Yeah.
because
Should be fun.
Robert missed his alarm.
I've done that before a few times.
Yeah.
Good job, Robert.
Anyways, this is a live interactive podcast currently, meaning if you were watching right now, you can chime in on Twitch here in the chat room at any point you wish. And in anything we're talking about is open to discussion. And that's what makes this podcast fun, because you guys chime in and we go back and forth, and sometimes we're wrong, sometimes we're right, mostly we're right.
Mostly.
And we just have fun with it. So we will get started.
Hello, Mooney Girl in the chat. Thank you for joining us.
We like to start off with what we've been doing. What games have you guys been playing? Go with No Jeans.
All right. Been playing a lot of D&D lately. Again.
Nice.
We were up till like
12:30, 1
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, it was. We learned that we can do more things.
Because we leveled up.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of math going on last night. That was annoying. But it was cool.
All right.
That's why we don't play 3.5, Scott.
And let's see, I played some Minion Masters, some Anthem, some Sea of Thieves.
Still getting down on the Sea of Dweebs, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
They're going to be doing the, I think pretty soon they're going to be doing the Arena update, which is the PvP.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you have, I don't know how many ships they're going to have. I don't know if it's 4 or 6 ships, but it's basically everybody gets in the lobby. It's a whole new tavern that you get
okay.
into, and you can get it in the game or just go from the menu into it. And it pits you with these other crews, and you all have the same objectives.
Oh, okay.
And you're trying to gather as much treasure as possible before the round ends.
Right.
And whoever wins.
That's pretty.
And it's a more consolidated map.
It's almost like Matt was going to say we were going to get to that at some point.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm going to say the game was already PvP. You didn't need a PvP.
Well, right. It is
it-
PvP, but
it
it's
is, but-
No,
mainly-
the issue is a lot of people get mad because people go around and be pirates in a pirate
Yes,
game.
and this gives
They're
you
like,
the-
give them their own PvP
That's
thing
exactly
over
what it
there.
is, yeah.
No, I'm still gonna go anytime I jump in. I'm still gonna get in a
still gonna
pirate
see
fight.
your
There's gonna be
ship,
a
and I'm
ship to
still
ship battle. I'm gonna steal your crap because guess what? I'm a pirate.
But at least on this one, at least in the arena now, we don't have to listen to the 12-year-old screaming that, please don't attack me. Like, you signed up for this.
It was
So-
kind of funny too. I was playing by myself in a sloop, just by myself, and sure enough, a bunch of 12-year-old.
Would you say you were alone or by yourself?
I was alone and by myself?
Okay.
Yep.
All by yourself.
And this brigantine shows up and tries to kill me,
Ah, sloops are the best when you're by yourself.
and they did kill me.
Oh.
But then I came back, and they tried to attack me again. I'm like, all right. At first, I was like, hey, waving, how's it going, guys? Want an alliance?
Nice.
It's like, all right, now you guys are screwed. So I loaded up on all my my cursed cannonballs, and they started attacking me. I'm like, all right, your mast is now, your sails are now raised, you are now anchored, and now you're all drunk. bang, 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 bang. They try boarding me. I'm like, snipe, slash. And their boat sank, and they still try swimming after me, which is admirable, I guess. But I'm like, snipe. And I put in the text chat, I'm just one guy, guys. You're a whole brigantine. I'm just one guy.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys need to rethink your lives. But
I just like the sloop for just running away. What was that?
Make sure you're on the mic, like right on it.
I just love the I don't have somebody telling me what my sound volume is right
Yeah,
now, so I don't know if I'm talking too loud or not.
You see this right here? That's your levels.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So what am I supposed to be hitting, the yellow?
Yeah,
Around there. That's fine.
Okay. All right. I love the sloop for just running away from people and just POing them, just being able to be like going between the rocks, bobbing and weaving when they're sitting there pissed off that they can't get you.
So
that's what I have fun with.
So fun fact about the sloop, it is not the fastest ship, it's the most maneuverable. However, if you're going to a headwind, you are the fastest ship.
Makes sense.
Because
Not as many sails for it to catch on. Yeah.
If somebody's chasing you, just go into headwind and just keep on going. And like I had them chasing me for about like an hour. I was just following.
Dude, people don't give up in that game.
Yeah,
man. Like,
I was literally just going to the headwind. I just sat in the back on top of the sloop, just sitting and looking at them. They're just trying to shoot me. I'm like, banana.
dude, yeah, but that PvP, that sounds pretty sick. I'm down with that. That sounds like
it
fun.
should be pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right. What have you been playing?
Pretty much mostly just Anthem and the occasional Heroes
of the Storm.
Yeah.
That's that new game that came out, right? Recently?
Yeah,
Up and coming?
It's super cutting edge.
Yeah.
Like,
It says it's going to overthrow like both Fortnite and Apex Legends in the next like week, I heard.
And Blizzard is like heavily on board with them.
Yeah,
too.
from what I heard, they upped their support.
Yeah.
Like tripled
That's
it even.
Sarcasm.
They're
FYI.
doing a new esports league too.
Yeah, they have a whole esports league for Heroes of the Storm. Yeah,
they're putting like $1 million into it.
it's going to be awesome.
Poor Heroes.
If you didn't catch the quite obvious sarcasm in there, nobody should be playing Heroes anymore.
Yeah. I've just been playing Anthem because that game.
Basically, I have a buddy who built his computer that can't handle Anthem. So he has to play Heroes of the Storm. So Michael, being a nice guy, is like, okay, I'll stop playing Anthem for an hour to play with Heroes with you.
Wait, are we talking about Cameron?
Yes. Without putting any names out there.
I was not putting any
We're
names.
talking about
but yes,
Schmamron?
his computer with his 1070 cannot handle Anthem.
But yours can?
Oh, yeah.
And you have a 960?
No, I have a
1060, but
1060.
Robert upgraded it for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, my laptop that Cameron talked a bunch of trash on can handle Anthem as well. So
Yeah. So he
Mine can't run it.
he finally shut up.
CMG Lawrence said, "Ew, Michael's here." Well, you're not, so somebody had to
Who
be.
said that?
What? CMG Explorer. Anyways, games I've been playing. Playing some D&D. Actually got my wife to join us, and that was awesome. She had fun creating her character. At first, she did not. She was like so much reading because you want to pick a race and what you want to do, and she's like, okay, I'm starting to get bored because we've been doing it for like an hour.
Yeah.
Or she's like, I'm like, I think you have enough research now. Just pick what sounds good to you. You don't have to read every single race. And she's like, okay.
Plus, the great thing about D&D is if you pick a character and then for some reason you just don't like them, then you just pick a different one later.
Yeah. So she created an elf, and she had a lot of fun when we played, and it was good times.
She played her character pretty well. She was very...
We both got our wives into it, actually.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So it was a lot of fun.
It almost seems like everybody is having a great time playing D&D except for
Is this
Schmamron.
going to be the Cameron bashing podcast? What's great is it's just funny to us. It's anybody watching, listening in the future, nobody knows how funny this actually is.
And what's funny is that he'll never hear it either.
Too true.
That's
Hello, Lasno. How's it going?
Been trying to log in. Stupid app crashed and lost my password. Obviously, I corrected it. Good job. So, yeah, I know. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to respond to Explorer anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways, so games I'm playing that. Played a little bit of Apex Legends. When I say a little bit, I mean I played probably about.
Oh yeah.
I played probably about 5 hours
You went on
total in this game.
You went on a pretty sick trip recently to go play some Apex somewhere too.
Yeah,
didn't you?
apparently,
Yeah.
and I found this out literally before the show. This is why this is funny. Chris texts me and goes, "Hey, Matt, are you playing Apex right now?" "No, I'm at the studio." "Oh. Because it says you're playing Apex on Chinese servers right now." I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Did you do some nice sightseeing while you were out
So
there,
I
too?
go to log into my... Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Wall.
communist stuff. It was cool.
Yeah.
I
I went with Great Wall, but that's all right.
Yeah, I went and go to log into my Origin account, and it says somebody's currently using your account. Do you want to kick them off or play it offline? I'm like, bink! So kick them off, right? Change my password, which is of course 12345.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Somebody in China's like,
he's changed my password, and I'm like, I wonder if they did anything on my Apex account, like bought things or did something or whatever. And I go and look, and no, they've been opening packs apparently, because I'm multiple levels higher now, like exponentially higher. And I went and looked at my game history. Apparently, they're very good.
No, you're very good.
I'm very good. Apparently,
yes,
I'm
yeah,
very
you're
good.
very good. Yeah.
I got 6 kills in my last game this morning. Apparently,
And you didn't even have to play to do that.
I didn't.
so.
Yeah, and I have 33 hours logged in now. So
You're the nicest
I'm
hacker. on
I'm
the face
hitting
of the
Apex
planet.
pretty hard right now. And
Shout out to the nicest Chinese hacker ever.
well, what I was thinking about is like, China is very like restrictive of what you can have and like video game. Like they just got the ability to buy gaming consoles recently in the last couple years or whatever it was. I wonder if this is a game, or like EA Origins is an account that you're not allowed to create if you are in China. If it's something you're not allowed to with, via that. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. But why would anybody have any reason to just play my account? It's a free game.
Yeah. the free-
So,
you just
to me, that
create
sounds-
an account, play the free game. Like, why hack somebody's account to do that? Like, it has zero purpose.
To me, it sounds like
Oh man.
he couldn't use a Chinese account, so he grabbed a U.S. account. I don't know. He just played my game. That's all he did for hours.
And you just ruined this poor kid's
He was
opportunity
he's
to
probably
be
in the
able to-
middle of a match,
Yeah.
about ready to get the win, and you just kicked him off.
Final circle.
Maybe he was just like too young and can't have his own Origins account. His parents were like, "No, you are not going to play Origins." Or, Apex is the devil, or something. And he,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This young kid happens to be able to hack your account. That's one small or smart kid.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is sorry to the person in China that I'm guessing I kicked you out of the game. Hopefully you weren't like in the top 5 players
Yeah.
left, because I'd feel bad for that.
Wah, wah.
But
Well, we'll just say for the sake of our own consciousness, he just started the match.
yeah, we'll say he just started the match.
He
But
hadn't even jumped yet. So.
thank you for the Apex packs. Thank you for the hours logged on and for making me look good in that game. Whoever you are out there.
What would you do if you just popped into
He
the
popped
chat right
in.
now and he was like, "You're welcome."
It's actually Chris.
He's all, bro. Top 2. Top 2.
Come on, man. All I wanted to
Like
do was
after
help.
I changed my password, I'm like, he's not doing me any harm. Should I have just left it so the guy could just obviously this guy for some reason can't play a free game with his own account. He's not hurting me. Should I just let him play?
Just go back and change it back to your previous password. All right, cool. You're good. Go
You
ahead,
know what, buddy?
You got it.
Have fun.
Have fun. Yeah. But yeah. So that's apparently I've played a lot of Apex Legends this week. Other than that,
Did you have fun while you were playing it?
oh, loads. I was able to get dishes done.
Man, look at that.
I was-
Multitasking.
Yeah, I was doing
Put it
some
on the
work. I
job
went to
app?
work and played at the same
Jeez,
time. It was
man,
amazing.
that's awesome.
But yeah, that's it. Do we have a last note says you're welcome.
Oh,
Oh,
was she-
yeah, because you were logged in from China. Got it. Got it.
And she is now subbed for 20 months.
Woo!
Yeah.
Huzzah.
We also have some snazzy new sub emotes. So if you,
Oh, we do?
not emotes, badges. So before we just had the star, now we actually have how much.
Badges?
I'm going to work on
Badges?
some emotes soon, because apparently we can now do more emotes. So
Yep.
that should be fun.
All right. We didn't do we have Mod Monday?
No.
All right, we didn't have Mod Monday or Game Night. That's where we do a stream Monday and Tuesday nights and just have fun
It's
with
been
it.
a very busy.
Yeah.
You
Very,
did it-
very
you-
busy.
You did a Tuesday one, not last week, but the week before.
What did we do?
You guys did Anthem.
Anthem. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
Anthem.
Oh, I wasn't part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we all know.
Oh, yeah? Do we?
Yeah.
Get off my stage.
Yes, I am thinking about doing the tiger face, Chris. Don't worry.
Anyways, let's get into this week in gaming news.
Twiggin.
It's first week of the month. Today's March 2nd, which is actually the last time I played Apex, apparently. And I'm not going to let that go, Mr. Hacker in China.
Little do you know, this is his like underground marketing campaign to try.
This
and
is his
to-
favorite
to
show,
try-
and he
yeah.
just like
he just wanted to get the shout outs all day.
knows me. On the first weekend of every month, we try to give you what games you'll be getting with your PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold subscription, because most people have one or the other.
I mean, you kind of have to play online nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
So we try to help you out a little bit. PlayStation games you will be getting. I'm actually kind of really excited about this. You will be getting Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered for free.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked about that.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
I'm excited because A, this was back when Call of Duties were good. B, it'll be fun to relive it. And C, I didn't want to pay the $60 or $80 to get it when it first came out with Call of Duty blah blah blah.
I'm sorry, you said this was the original Modern Warfare?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Remastered.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they launched it for like $20 more with one of the Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops 3 or I don't know, something. Maybe it's Infinite War. Is it Infinite War?
No, I think it was
Infinite Warfare?
Black Ops
I don't know.
2.
They launched it with something, and I wasn't willing to buy that game just to get this game,
right.
and they weren't selling it separately.
Oh,
So
man. So you had it.
now we get it for free separately, and I'm actually pretty stoked about that.
This is on the Xbox Pass?
The PlayStation. Try to keep up,
Oh,
Michael.
Man. Oh, man. Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
might
I had
be
a brain fart there
might
for
be a
few
fun
minutes, but-
game night.
I think that
Oh,
will be a
man.
very fun game night.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. That game was too much fun. Too many hours sniping on that game.
No crazy, because it's Modern Warfare 1, so you only had the 3 kill streaks, right? You had the dogs, you had the...
Yeah, you had the dogs. It was.
No, the dogs didn't come until
Or no, was it the-
World at War?
UAV.
UAV,
UAV.
You had I think there was a strike.
Was
You
it-
could drop a strike.
and then the chopper, right?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That chopper. Oh, you just sit there. It's just you felt like Torbjorn from
Torbjorn.
Overwatch. Yeah, you just sit there, just watching the names, just just popping up, and people just getting destroyed. Yeah.
And then with the nuke in that one, 25 kill streak, was that? I think it was that. Or was that
That
Modern
was-
Warfare
that
2?
was
Yeah,
two.
that was two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't even like sniping in games, and that's all I did in that game. That game was too much fun.
yeah, that game was a blast.
So what
You
else?
just enjoyed firing the gun, right? Because I know you can't hit the broadside of a barn.
No, yeah, it was
so
just it had a
you just
nice
enjoyed
recoil to it.
the
Yeah,
realism
yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Totally totes. Yeah, for sure.
Totes my goats.
Totes my goats.
You will also be getting The Witness. It's a puzzle game
Which is what's up right now.
up right now. Yeah, I've never seen this game.
Is this on?
I've never
is this
witnessed this game, I would
on
say,
Xbox
actually.
or Play? No,
Play-
I'm just kidding.
It's on the Switch.
It's on the,
It's on the Switch.
it's on the Wii U, actually. It's only for the Wii U.
It's on sweet.
So a lot of people like this game. Some people say it's very hard. Zoner beat it pretty easily.
So it's not that difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you said it.
But it's kind of like it feels kind of like because I played a little bit of it. It's kind of like a mist kind of feel vibe to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they missed the feel? They kind of
Wow.
missed the mark on that one? Or
Where's your cricket drop, man? You need a cricket drop.
I know,
Cricket.
but
they're not a Pokemon. You can't just say cricket. Anyway, so that game's free. And guess what? That's it. That is...
yep.
This is the first month, actually, and it's kind of controversial. This is the first month that PlayStation has, and they announced it a month or two ago. They've dropped giving you any PS3 games
And Vita.
and Vita games. So they're pretty much dropping support of those, and this usually comes at the end of a life cycle.
Yep.
I'm not sad. entirely to
I'm
hear
not
that, 'cause
mad at it
I'm
because
looking forward to a PS5.
and some people are bugged like,
Yeah.
well, we're getting less games and we're still paying the same price and blah 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 blah.
But you just got.
Don't tell me you even play a tenth of the games
Oh,
that
Yeah,
come
I was
out.
gonna
Like,
say,
shut
and,
up.
And let's be real, you're paying $60 to play online.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
complain
paying-
about
yeah.
getting your extra stuff. Yeah,
However, you are also getting an extra. I think it's 100. You're getting extra cloud storage space now too. It's like
Oh, that's good.
50 gigs or something like that.
Worth it.
So
Yeah, maybe this is just my old man coming out, but I feel like back in the day we were just happy to be able
Back in my
Back in my
day.
day,
Yeah.
we were just happy to be able to pay the price to play online, let alone get free games out of it. Heck yeah! So quit your crying.
yeah,
Explorian said quickscopes only.
Bog 1v1 me
No,
Oh,
don't.
quickscopes only. Oh,
on Bog.
got it. Explorian quickscopes are for
Yeah,
little.
don't advertise that you
that
quickscope.
can't
Get outta
freaking
here.
hard
Get
scope.
that weak sauce out of here.
Yeah.
That's just an
360
abuse.
no
I
Of the,
use aim assist when I'm jumping.
That's an abuse of the game. Mechanic.
Yeah, it's
don't
abuse
be
of the
proud that. Get outta
over-
here.
Yeah, the overly hyper aim assist in that game.
Yeah, that's
People would get mad at me because I would hard scope in that game.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I had to actually track you and follow you. And oh, by the way,
Lead
my
you
aim assist is
and-
off.
yeah, like,
and
yeah,
lead
get-
you
get
and
that
get a
fucking
headshot
thing,
in your
man.
face, and you go jump and go, "Blah, blah," and you just get it to lock on, and yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah, don't advertise that.
Um,
Oh, he says that's.
oh,
the
he
joke.
sa's that's the joke.
Oh, okay, cool.
He was just
I
trying to
took
get
that.
me. He was trying to get me riled up.
Yeah,
It
he
worked. What is he saying?
Oh, because that was the cool thing to do.
Oh,
was the
yeah.
quick scope. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Anyways, so that's all we get, and I'm totally fine with that. Actually, I'd be totally fine if I just got Modern Warfare. Give me a good game. If you give me quality games,
So is
I'll
this
be
in
okay.
the background? Is that the Mist Flight game that you're
Yeah.
talking about? That's
Witness.
That's pretty sick.
Witness,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fun.
All right.
'Cause I saw this, and I
Xbox.
was like, what is that?
What do you get for Xbox games with gold? You will be getting, once I find it, Metal Gear. Which one is this?
What?
Oh, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That's for
what you're looking
Xbox. The one that I'm actually excited for on this, Star Wars Republic Commando.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
For Xbox. These are both for Xbox 360, but they're both backwards compatible on
Well, actually,
the
Republic Commando
Xbox
was
One.
like original Xbox.
I think it came out on 360 as well, because this says 360, but Xbox One compatible. Maybe it's end of life cycle, and they put it out on both like they did.
Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 and Adventure Time Pirates of Enchiridion?
Did you guys ever play that Plants vs Zombie?
I played the first one for a little bit. I was part of the beta.
You're talking about the Warfare one, right?
Yeah.
Or the no?
I'm
what
just
are you-
talking about the mobile.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh, no, no, of course.
Yeah,
No,
I
yeah.
didn't play. I just played the mobile. So
No,
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Well, I played
yeah,
it
that
on
game was a blast.
I played on the
Way more
PC
fun on
before
that
it was
than I
even
should
on the mobile.
I
That was back in 2004.
beat the
2005?
first one, and I'm trying to remember if I beat. I feel like I beat the second one. Plants vs. Zombie 2. I feel like I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
always
I'm
loved
positive
those-
I did.
I've always loved those like tower defense type games.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It was too much fun.
Yeah. So that's what you're getting. Highlights for me: Star Wars Republic Commando,
Yep.
because that's a fun game, and I think that's
Wouldn't be bad to see. What is that? Is that? That is
CMG
my-
says I checked. It was not original on 360, so but it was remastered. Okay. Huh. Whatever.
Wow, you're not smug at all. Super subtle about it, by the way.
You know,
Yep.
we've been with PlayStation for a long time. We were with the system right in front of us, PlayStation 3,
PS2,
for a very long time.
PS1.
PS2, PS1. Sorry, PlayStation. We didn't have the PS1
Yeah,
because that was for punks that didn't have the OG.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Um,
Yeah.
Look, I got a little screen on top of mine. I got a TV
With the dial.
with tiles. That's what we were playing on, actually.
Yeah. We actually had to use the antenna adapter for it. Not even RCA jacks. It was antenna.
Yeah. we had antenna. And we have been with PS4 now for about 5 years, which means it's about time, based off the life cycle of most games, minus the PS3 era, which was like 10 years.
It's coming up on like 6 right now because I remember getting it
Yeah.
very shortly after Ella was born.
And,
So,
and most generations kind of overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Everybody's almost positive that a PS5 is coming out this year. No, at least being announced this year.
Yeah.
Whether that comes out next year or end of this year, we don't really know. But we're pretty positive they're going to make an announcement. Well, some PS5 specs actually got leaked, supposedly. And this happens every generation.
Yeah.
Every time there's going to be, that better not be the controller. It's freaking ugly.
These are so. What's behind us are people's renditions of what it could be.
Okay.
Concept
I was about
art.
to say, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh, a cinder block. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, dang, that is blocky AF.
So these specs are actually pretty insane. And here's the thing. People are a little bit excited about these.
Mainly because the guy who leaked it was pretty good about leaking other stuff before.
Yes, and
So he's got a
people
good
are like,
track
you
record.
can't
Yeah.
believe everything you hear, but the Wii U specs were leaked in the same fashion and actually ended up being true. So we obviously can't say these are the specs. But we're going to play the hypothetical game.
Sure.
And if these are the specs, holy crap.
Yeah. Plus, it sounds like this guy's got a decent track record, so
Yeah.
it's always
I'm
fun to speculate.
Going to try to read this because it's very small. Let's see if I can up.
Maybe this is a little bit too much homework, but for people like me who don't know all the specs, do you want to do a comparison to the current gen? So that way I can see.
I mean, I'll try to.
If you,
as we talk
like
about
you
it.
obviously you don't have it, but
All right. So here's what the forum post says. PS5 dev kits in the wild, and I have some good news for you. Systems will be revealed close to E3 2019 because Sony's not at E3, right?
Nope.
And Sony's special event with some mind-blowing tech demos and a few megatons and a release dates for Q1, Q2 2020. So next year. Last of Us Part 2's motion matching in 4K 60 frames per second is a joy to watch. So this guy is saying that he's seen this already. Here's the specs.
I know Robert is too.
Yeah.
He's super excited about
Last of Us 2. Oh, he cannot wait for the next installment.
So stoked. He cannot wait.
Robert never finished
I
the
get
game.
I get texts from him daily about how he cannot wait for that game.
Zonner in the chat says, "Wait, are you guys talking about a console? I thought this was a PC only podcast."
Well, we
Look.
do try to be politically correct. I mean, we don't want to get banned off
well done, well done,
Twitch, but we'll go a little edgy for you, Zonner. What did he say? He says all of these are hideous. I don't know. He's talking about the pictures.
the
Okay.
concept,
the renditions,
Yeah,
yeah.
people.
Oh
are-
yeah. Okay. You ready? It says 8-core CPU, 16 threads at 3.2 gigahertz boosted, which is basically a gaming PC stats. This laptop goes 3.8 gigahertz
Dang.
boosted. And I always run it in turbo when I'm gaming. So yes.
Sure. Yeah, right, yeah.
And this plays games just well. So Zen 2, and it's apparently the biggest improvement we've seen CPU-wise, even bigger than the jump from PS2 to PS3, which was pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was huge. Like, when you saw the graphics from one to the other, you were like,
Yeah.
they're saying GPU is fully Navi-based GPU with some AMD's next-generation ARC features at 12.6 teraflops to 14.2 teraflops. They said the clock is still undecided.
It's a lot of flops.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the PS Pro only has 6 teraflops. Is that right?
That I am not completely
I'm
sure.
almost positive that's what it has. If one that was the news from, so we're
So you're looking at
basically
double. Yeah,
doubling it.
That's awesome.
Whereas like the jump from PS4 to PS4 Pro, I think was like 4 to 6. If I'm not
Nice.
mistaken.
That's sweet.
And I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me on that. I don't remember.
I think CMG Exploring is googling it right now.
Memory, you ready? 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM.
That's impressive.
When you said 24 gigabytes of memory, I was like,
You mother.
I was like, oh no.
If that's
One
what
game,
that
that's
has
it.
in there, that thing's gonna be like, bing! Oh, it's
Most PCs nowadays only use GDR4, and only the high end has
GDR5, DDR5.
6. So it's
And, yeah.
faster.
This has DDR5. Yours is
And it
4.
has to- yeah,
Yours
but-
has
yeah.
5.
And it has 24 gigabytes of it?
Yeah, this only
that's-
has 16.
Dang.
Most people
means-
don't. General gamers, like the general population,
Yeah.
sits for somewhere around between 8 and 6.
Right.
That's usually what people are rocking. Some people want to spend more, or go that 32 or whatever.
Yeah.
This is saying 24
And that's in a console. That's
in a console, and 4 gigabytes separate of DDR4 reserved just for the operating system.
oh.
So like all the rest of that's for computing and your gameplay and processing. It's all separate. And then
That's delicious.
Imagine God of War
I know.
using that.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
And the new one obviously would have to come out on this one. So
Yeah.
oof,
Yeah.
oof.
Then a 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm a little sad they didn't go solid state, but I'm happy with the RAM,
Still-
so I'm gonna be
I mean,
fine.
yeah, because basically the RAM at that point will be the solid state.
Yeah,
They just
will
load
be
it
the-
onto the RAM, and they'll be.
Yeah, they
Probably
apparently
fine.
found out that the RAM was cheaper than the solid stating every single freaking console. So
It's still 2 freaking terabytes though.
Obviously, Chris says I'm skeptical about these specs. We all are.
Well, yeah, because they're amazing. So,
But if they
temper
he
are
your
says my 2060 is 6 gigs of GDDR6, and that was $400. Yes, but we also have to remember that the price we buy something at MSRP or even on discount is way cheaper than the price that manufacturers can get it when they're selling it in bulk and manufacturing in
Right.
bulk.
Yeah.
Everything automatically goes down. I agree with you that these seem too good to be true.
Yeah.
Also, too, Sony and most other console makers in the past have a track record of really underselling their consoles in order to push sales in software.
Yeah.
So they're going to be taking it if they're still going to be taking a hit on console sales.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to push them out just to get the market share out there
Right.
for their games.
Yeah.
So
All I know is if these are true,
Even if they're not true, even if you temper your expectations by a little bit based on it,
tempering my expectations would be no GDDR6.
more GDR5.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
5, and at
I'm saying
16
even if you
gigs.
bring it down a notch,
yeah,
like it's still amazing. You'd have to like half your expectations on that to get anywhere in the ballpark of like, okay, I guess that's okay. So
yeah. The teraflops are impressive, and that's what we're going at. And the GDDR6 is
And the amount, the
Yeah.
24.
24. They said 20 to 24.
and the fun part is living up the hype until you find out you're wrong. So.
Yep.
Yep. And we are never wrong on
We've
CMG.
never been wrong on this show. I don't think once.
No.
Oh, we did invite Michael that one time. That we might have been wrong on that one. So I'm excited. Okay, so CMG says the Pro is 4.2 teraflops. I was wrong. It was 4, not 6. So this will literally triple it.
Yeah,
If that's
wow.
the case.
Yeah.
I mean, if this system is that powerful, oh my gosh. This is like to me. This and you still wear tidy whities. That's a funny name. It says hello. Well,
Hello.
hello. And you don't know me. My underwear's blue right now.
Yeah, I'm not
And it's
wearing-
not a tidy whitey. I'm commando.
Not wearing any.
No jeans, no boxers.
Also refers on here, says, hey, I'm pleased to see that at least 2 of my sons are wearing cool shirts. If you couldn't tell, that was our dad. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt.
Obviously, he's saying that because of Queen.
Yeah.
Who else is he talking about?
I don't even know if he knows what your shirt is. So
No, I don't think he does. It's still cool though. Thank you.
Anyways, so if this is where
funny,
Yeah, it is.
if this is where this is going, in my opinion, and of course somebody out there is gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
In my opinion, there will be no argument left for a PC Master Racer
I knew you were gonna say it.
to come at you saying it's not worth the money. You already were wrong. It is worth the money.
Yes.
You don't have to
400
worry
$400
about
for 6 years. I'll take it.
yeah for 6 years, and the games are always made for the same specs, so you don't have to worry about will it work on my system? Do I have to upgrade? Do I have
Updating.
to
And
do
that's
this?
always been the
Yeah.
case too, though.
Yeah, and the power and graphical quality you're going to get out of this, and at the cost, is way more cost efficient than going and spending $1,200 to get the same thing in a gaming.
It's gonna
PC.
rival it for a cheaper
yeah.
price. So, heck yeah, I'm down.
Prill, that PS5 makes me go, how the blank am I gonna hold the pad? Yeah,
Well, these are
these are renderings.
Yeah,
These
these are concept arts.
Not actually how it's going to be.
But yeah, and also too, I'm kind of they did, patent the screen on the controller, which should be pretty cool.
yeah.
The trackpad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well,
That's cool.
it's a screen now with option. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So sick.
I also said sorry for my angle. I thought Ati was wearing a Silver Surfer shirt. I was wrong. Your cool points just went out the window.
Womp, womp, womp. It's okay. I thought it was cool, buddy. I think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
You're the
too.
only one. Anyways, so this will be interesting to see. I mean, this is what comes out. If this leak is like the truth,
Yeah. That'll be sick.
I mean,
Yeah.
we already are day one, but I will be like giddy as a schoolgirl, skipping out of there with my PS5. Like, oh man. But knowing our luck, this is probably not even close. So,
Don't they? I wonder what the game they'll release with it when it comes out. Because normally, don't they do like a special
Well,
it'll be part 2. Last of Us part 2.
It's part 2.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking either that
Death
or like,
Stranding.
I was thinking that or either like that or like Horizon Zero Dawn or something like
That
that.
probably
Yeah.
will be in there too.
So that's the thing. Going into actually the next topic is that Sean Layden, who is the head of PlayStation, basically, he is wanting to. He's coming out saying basically, we are going to make sure that we are giving you big games, quality titles, even if there are fewer of them. They are
okay.
going to make an effort. I mean, here's the thing. Their standalone first-party games have been just that, though. They've been
Yeah.
quality games for this generation. I'm trying to think if there's one that I was kind of about. Can you think of one?
No, most of the first party, I mean, their exclusive titles have been pretty good. Besides, like, I mean, even Killzone.
Oh,
that
I'll
was-
give you that one. Killzone
that was a little.
meh.
Like back in the day, Killzone?
No, they
one
came
for
out with
the-
a new one when the system came out.
Yep.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I played it. I enjoyed it, but I did
Yeah.
prefer
Yeah, 'cause I
the
remember playing
PS3
Killzone over
ones.
at your place all the time.
Yeah.
Like that was like back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
So
then, that was still a blast. That was fun. That was still a good game.
I'm wondering what that means. Let's see if I can get some quotes from him. He.
Well, it almost sounds like they'll be focusing a little bit more on making sure that you're getting high quality, good
mean-
games, even if they're further spaced apart.
I mean, you have Last of Us Part 2. You're gonna have obviously new God of War. You're gonna have Death Stranding. You're gonna have,
Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
I'm sure, maybe another Uncharted.
Basically what he's trying to say is that he's not beyond making a game wait or canceling it to not put crap out there. And not
Basically
just
not pulling an EA.
yes, he's not.
Let's calm down there, buddy.
He's if you look at Last Guardian, huge hype around that. The game took like 10 years to make, right?
Well, that wasn't their fault. That was the developers.
Yeah, but aren't they? They're a Sony studio. They finally put it out, and it did not get the recognition, and it didn't have the sales, and it just kind of whatever. So I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't finish it because it did start to get kind of
Oh yeah,
drug on for too long, in my opinion. Where I was just kind of like, oh, okay, it was kind of beautiful, but it wasn't. So I wonder what that means for games like Days Gone, where they're taking forever and not getting it right. At this point, I'm not really excited about it anymore.
About which one?
Days Gone.
Oh.
But it's still going to be coming out.
Yeah.
But it's taken so long, and I don't know if I'm that excited about it coming out anymore. I don't.
Yeah, there's always a few of those games that are like that. It's like, okay.
Well, that's kind of the inherent gamble that you're taking with it, is when you spend longer on a game, assuming that you're going to make it absolutely amazing, is if it comes out and it's a flop, then
Yeah, unless it's like
you took a big gamble and it didn't pay off.
Unless it's like an established brand like God of War, or
like those ones, they're going to ride the hype train anyways. You know, so that's going to be
newer IPs are always harder to establish.
Xlorian's cutting deep with this one. He says, "Man, Days Gone reminds me of this one game called Metroid 4." You might have just gotten banned. Wicked Minds says, "Hello, everyone at CMG. It's been a while. It has been a while, Wicked Minds. How are you?" Prill says, "I watched a 40-minute documentary of the fight between Xbox and PS4, and it was just full of mid-roll ads. Not surprising."
See, also says Spider-Man, whatever Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, that will look amazing.
Oh, sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Prill also said, "Why not stick to the classics?" I missed that one, so I don't know where that fell in.
That was about the different games for the PS5.
Okay, so
stick with the classics, which I'm sure they're going to do.
Don't stick with the classics too much, though, because then you turn into Nintendo and have an entire generation wasted.
You turn into
Xbox, and we still don't have a Halo game that we want to play.
Eventually you do have to branch out, because even the classics will get stagnant after a certain amount of time. Like, you're going to continue with our generation, but you've got a whole another generation coming up that you got to get hooked on stuff.
And that's one thing I like about PlayStation's approach is like, okay, here's a game.
Right.
Then after a while, then here's that same game. Whereas Xbox, they just have those 3 games. They always have to pull them out every single time.
Yeah. And they kind of just throw them out whenever, like...
And it's every year or two.
Yeah.
It's not like developing them, Besides Sea of Thieves, that was a...
Like, let's look at how long we waited for Crackdown 3.
Yeah.
It's finally out.
I did download it.
But are you hearing a bunch of hype about it? People are saying it's fun.
Yeah.
But, like, that's the game everybody wanted, everybody's waiting for, and the game we weren't waiting for, that Sea of Thieves, was actually incredibly fun and had a bunch of people playing and all this stuff. Like, I don't know what Xbox is doing wrong, but when a PlayStation standalone title comes out, it is swooped up, bought, played, God of War, Spider-Man, Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn. All of those games are like... boom, like on the same level of like Nintendo game, like a Mario game that gets, comes out and is boom, or Zelda. And Xbox has just been...
Part of it is marketing, too. PlayStation has a very good marketing campaign department, whereas Xbox, you can tell they're trying to catch...
Crackdown 3 and then delays it and delays it.
You can tell Xbox has to try to catch up with the marketing hype in most of its ads. They're trying to emulate.
And here's the issue: it's not really so much that it's the delaying a game that's ruining it. It's delaying kind of the wrong ones. Like Spider-Man came out when Spider-Man came out. When it was ready, it came out. Horizon Zero Dawn, same thing. Hyped games like that, you need to make sure that when you market when they're going to come out, that's when it's going to be. Crackdown was hyped. People were excited. They saw the Terry Crews trailer, and then it took a year later for it to come out when it was supposed to come out like months later. People lose interest, stop caring, because now what happened? Anthem came out.
Yeah.
You could have had Crackdown out, and people could play Crackdown and then jumped into Anthem. Now it's you were playing Apex Legends and Anthem, and you have a very, very small share of the market because of the way you marketed it. It's
So people can only hang on for so long when they're expecting a awesome game that just got announced. You know, like I remember when Horizon Zero Dawn was announced. It did not feel that long before it actually came out. You know, like it wasn't one of those things where I felt like I was waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. Same thing with Anthem. Like when I found out about Anthem, at least, like it felt like it was coming out like 2-3 weeks later, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, sweet, that sounds like a great game. Let's play it. You know, like
unless of course you pay attention to E3 and stuff.
Yeah.
But
right, yeah. So
because they'll announce a game like at E3 or whatever.
announcements are fine. Trailers are fine. Like, whatever. It's when you put that date on it.
right.
And then that's
And you expect announcements at those types of conventions and things like that. That's what they're there for.
yeah. Unless of course you're PlayStation or Nintendo and just back out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Xbox.
Xbox and
And then,
Anyways, this is actually pretty funny.
maybe you can pull the audio on there and just.
Yeah, I'll play it on here and see if you guys can hear it. Computers all around the world are being haunted by sound.
What?
Yes. If you have Steam on your computer,
Which I do.
Which most people do.
Yeah.
If you have a PC. That's true.
let me see if I can. And then turn this all the way up, and hopefully you guys can hear this. Randomly, these sounds will start playing from your computer.
No, see, I'm already out.
I'm not.
No,
yeah,
I don't like.
I'm
like,
not
I'm
even
just-
kidding you. You can
going-
be your computer can be sitting over there, and if you have Steam.
I'm out.
By the way, did you know Steam has an audio music player in it?
What?
People didn't know that, and that's what's malfunctioning. But randomly, you will hear this.
No, it's not okay. Like,
Or something like this. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. I'm sorry if you can't hear it.
dude.
Let me know if you guys can hear it. It's like,
All right, so I always thought like I just kind of had Anthem running in the background, so I always thought maybe it was just the Anthem sounds with my computer. Oh hell no, dude! Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse, but hell no, I'm out, man. Like no, thank you.
these are the sounds
That is not okay.
that are coming from people's computers
That
all
is
over
not
the world
okay, dude. That is not all
just
right.
because they have Steam. And hopefully you guys could hear that.
Yeah,
I don't.
we'll come on
okay,
and
they
say
could,
it.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That,
What's funny is I was creating this outline last night, and I saw that it was one of the articles, and I was like, I wonder. I've heard these sounds.
on yours?
Nope. I was in a meeting yesterday. Just yesterday. I was in a meeting in our tech department, going over how to revamp our website. Okay. And the IT guy is sitting there working on a laptop that he had just picked up somewhere.
Right.
Because it's IT department, they got them everywhere.
Sure.
And he was doing stuff on it, and he'd be sitting there talking to us. All of a sudden, and everybody turns and looks at him, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what's." I don't know what's going on. And I thought, because they had done a haunted house in the IT department in Halloween, I thought maybe that was the laptop they used to generate the noises for the haunted house. And
It was
so
just like something going off in the background.
he had
there,
just
yeah.
he had accidentally played it or something and didn't realize it. And then it would stop.
Oh man, you don't know
And
how
we're-
fast I
yeah.
took a laptop, do you? You have no idea.
And we're sitting there. Another 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're sitting there, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. This is a laptop I picked up from just out on my way in. I'm gonna go get another laptop." And he takes the laptop and he walks out.
Wham, gone.
And he walks out, and you hear him. He's like, "I don't know what this thing is. There's just weird noises coming from it." And he's like, and he gives it to them. He's like, "I do you have another laptop?" So he comes back in with a different laptop. But now I know the reason is
Now
there's
you-
Steam
yeah,
download on that
yeah, you
laptop.
Oh man, I'd sledgehammer the bejeebus out of that thing so fast.
I mean, now that we know what it is, it's But
It's
if you didn't
freaking
know, that's That's
my train of thought was, oh, that was the laptop they used. But like everybody else in that room was like, what is going on right now? But it was funny that I saw this like after that happened yesterday. I was just like, oh, that's great. So I cannot wait to go back and go, by the way, it's Steam. That's what's causing
Steam
that.
on your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. So
why,
how was
why was Steam on it in the first place?
That's the funny part.
So what is it? Is it just it's just a malfunction in the
Yeah.
in the thing? Like,
And the autoplay, it's from a game. What game is it
okay,
from?
because I was gonna say
But how
that
did they
seems a
have-
little odd for a malfunction. That seems like a very specific sound.
It's
you know,
from
like-
Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Okay, so it's like
So
a,
you-
like
do you
a
have to
file that
have
just
the-
got like
I'm guessing it's audio file that was
just got embedded and stayed there kind of
Yeah.
thing or something. Yeah, like
and just was going.
I'm
Now,
like,
is it because they had the game on
No,
Steam?
no, it's just anybody that has Steam.
it's probably because the games from Steam are downloaded from Steam, so it's probably something that just got held over by accident or something like that. Something
No, I
that's-
don't think you don't have to have the game downloaded. You don't have to. It just
Yeah, no,
it's
no, I was-
playing
it-
from
it-
there.
it-
Yeah,
it like probably just permeated like the Steam launcher
Yeah.
itself. So because I'm like, good God,
That is weird.
that
Yeah.
is oh man.
cracks me up.
See, what I'm happy about now, and this is what the viewers should be happy about now, is that you're making people aware of this.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't aware of this, dude, oh man, I would have been like, Robert,
Computer
take
out the
your
window.
death
Take
machine
your
back.
devil
Like,
computer
take-
back.
Yeah, take your computer back. Oh man, because if you hadn't told me about that and I heard that, oh,
You know your wife's at home right now,
I know.
Oh,
Michael.
you should probably tell her.
Oh,
Michael.
my computer
Something's
is
going on with your
currently off
computer.
because Robert has chastised me repeatedly about turning my computer off. So it's currently
Yes.
off. But
Good job.
oh man, oof.
Freaking
Now
hilarious.
all your viewers know that if this happens, don't break your computer.
It's just Steam. It's just Steam.
Or
CMG
is it?
Explorian said, "F that." Yeah, he's not wrong. Nintendo had a pretty giant announcement this week.
Yeah.
How do you make a transition off of that, dude? Like it's
Yeah.
stuck in my head now.
I know.
It's not even that one. It's that weird like
The laughing
the
one.
laughing one,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah.
Man, like that's what would have gotten me. Like the other ones are just kind of ambient sounds that maybe
Yeah.
I would have just like thought was Anthem in the background or something. But that one,
Yep.
no thank you.
Nintendo made a huge announcement. They had said this was going to happen, and we're like, yeah, we'll see. They announced 2 new Pokemon games coming out for the Switch. And it's not your Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu, which are basically just kind of like
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Tamagotchis
Like
on
they are
steroids, yeah.
they are Pokemon games, but like you can
Very
like see the
base.
Pokemon and like very basic. Like you go
What is
like
that Pokemon Sword? and
is Pokemon
Shield?
Sword and Pokemon Shield with 3 new Pokemon starters. And what are they called?
Obviously, you have your water one
It's in the Galar
region.
region.
That's
One of
the new
those.
region behind them.
Brand new region. Gyms are back. And the new 3 starters are a grass type named Grookey.
Oh
That's
my
that
God, are we
monkey-looking
going
thing on the
back
left.
Old school?
The fire type named Score Bunny.
Score Bunny.
And
Let's not focus on the name.
the water type named Subble. That sounds like a one depressed freaking. I sit in the corner and Subble.
Oh man, yes, they're going old school.
So they're going and they're everything is, and we were gonna play the trailer for you guys, but Nintendo has this nasty habit of really liking their stuff, I guess. And they, whenever we play a trailer of Nintendo, they actually go in to our YouTube or our iTunes or whatever, and they flag that and then black out that portion of it.
Or just straight up just take it off.
Yeah, you
Oh,
you
that
can't
sucks.
hear
Yeah.
that portion, so we didn't.
That's unfortunate.
Go look up the trailer.
Where's my phone?
I wonder if I can I'll post the trailer in here for you guys so you guys can go see it.
Do they have a? So they, I'm assuming, like you said, they have the trailer up. Do they? They obviously don't have any like gameplay samples, or is there some gameplay?
Well,
samples
the
in
trailer is the gameplay
Oh, okay,
sample,
cool.
so I
Yeah.
will
Sweet.
post
I'm
this.
watching on the ride home.
So pretty exciting because we haven't had.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Chris in the chat says it's in the UK. all those names are soccer or football positions.
What?
I'm guessing these names for that doesn't make any sense.
What did you say the names were again? Because I'm pretty sure that middle one is what?
Soccer,
Chris,
What
you're
are you-
wrong.
That's unless he's right and there's some
Are
weird.
No,
are
he's
soccer
just
position
trying-
names different in the UK from over here?
No.
Like
Well,
I'm sure-
forwards and like what? Like
No.
no, what? No,
maybe
get out of here.
maybe it's slang. I don't know.
Maybe slang. I don't know what he's talking about. Control. Let's see if this posts. There you go. Because I'm not kidding. Look it up.
Like
He's gonna make me look this crap up
Do we
at
have
some point.
do we have a release date?
All we know is end of year. End of this year.
Because I might want to wait to get because
Yeah.
presumably they'll come out with like a cool Switch version of it with the like they do with all the other consoles and stuff
I'll
like
give
that.
you
So
one piece of advice.
what's up?
The second they announce it, you pre-order it right then, within that day, or else you will not get it.
Yeah, because they did the same thing with
All these different ones.
with the what's it called, the Smash, right? They did like a
everything,
Smash
yeah.
edition and they
My
ran out
Spider-Man
like, super
PS4,
quick.
everything.
Right.
the Metroid
Everything.
Prime one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just you can't find that anywhere yet. Huh?
Yeah.
I just got that.
So you have to make sure that you get it because you can't wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
You won't never get it.
Well, that's all
So-
good. I mean, even if I can't get a pre-order, like
Yeah.
I'll still obviously just buy a regular Switch and then get the game. So
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. It's all like kind of 3D cell shaded. It'll be pretty cool.
it'll be cool. Like our kids will actually have like a Pokemon game to play like we did when we were kids. That'd
Yeah,
be awesome.
just on the Switch.
Yeah, that'd be freaking sweet.
All right. Christopher Sundberg. He is the founder and CEO of Avalanche Games. Do you know what Avalanche Games is?
I've heard of it.
The Avalanche Studio, I guess. The other people that put out Just Cause. Just Cause was kind of groundbreaking for its time because it had, the parachutes and grappling mechanics. It had a lot of really cool mechanics for it.
Kind of like a souped up GTA.
Yeah. Since then, they've made 3 other ones.
Yeah.
And that's kind of about it. Oh, they're the makers of Rage 2 that's coming out soon.
And they also announced Just Cause 4 with the big tornadoes and everything.
Yeah.
All of that.
So they're pretty big. The studio was founded, I think, 16 years ago.
Just watching this.
Yeah, he's stepping down. It's his studio. He's done. He's,
Wow.
yeah, he started this studio like 16 years ago in his kitchen.
Oh,
Like that's where his
wow.
computer was, and he was making Just Cause and all that stuff, right? He's basically tired of the industry.
Huh.
He is tired of the gold digging mentality.
Yeah. Well.
He is tired of everything. Put out games before they're ready, and just make sure you have enough microtransactions so that we get more money and more money and more money. And even though it's his studio, he obviously has even that pressure in itself with his own studio.
Yeah.
He decided to step away. He's like, my passion's basically gone because the industry has ruined it for me.
Yeah, he's not wrong. No, sucks.
I was waiting for some
Well, that's-
reaction out of Ate.
I mean, it's unfortunate that the industry is starting to do that. I mean, obviously it depends on the game, but yeah, I mean, you're having the Apex, you're having Fortnite, you're having all those microtransaction-y games.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you also have like games that aren't like that people still want to play. God of War, Spider-Man. Well, even Spider-Man has the DLC, but that's DLC. It's not.
But it's free.
No.
Oh, you got the. I thought it was,
Oh, if you had, if you had
Sorry.
the.
I'll be right back. You guys keep going.
Okay. And it's kind of the same thing too with the Twisted Metal.
Is this the
David.
time where we can just like?
Oh yeah.
Talk
So
crap
I was
about
telling
that?
Matthew, you're
Oh my
really
God, dude,
you're
like-
you're a horrible person.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Yeah.
Like, I just haven't had the heart to tell him face to face.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll just put it up on the podcast as a little Easter egg for him.
yeah, those glasses that he wears.
Dude,
I know.
pretentious AF.
Yeah, always has to get a new haircut.
Poor guy.
But no, what was I talking about? Same thing with like David Jaffe. Something very similar happened to him. He did Twisted Metal and
Yeah.
and we all had fun with Drawn to Death. but because it didn't sell as much, and basically he had
Which
to
is
close.
unfortunate because it was a great game. Like, it was so much fun.
He
You
had
know?
to close down the studio, and you're noticing a lot of the older developers
Yeah.
are starting to feel that.
Yeah, because it's a stress ratio comparative to what you're actually getting out of it, and when those microtransaction type things come in, and you're getting pressure of the microtransactions not going through and not making as much money, then people are not willing to deal with that level of stress. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because even then, the microtransactions aren't pay to play or pay to win. At least
Well,
for
most
some of
of the
the
games,
like
yeah.
like Apex, like you can't pay to win. Like you said, Drawn for Dead, like you can't pay to win or anything like that. So it's like I think that's the perspective you should be coming at it from. Are the microtransactions taking over so much that it's a pay to win system, or is it just the pressure you're having to deal with?
I'm
It's
guessing
the
it's more
demand.
the pressure of
right.
the publishers wanting this to pay out for them.
Right, exactly.
Create
Yeah.
a game that is going to get us money in the long haul, and a lot of it.
Right. Too much time is being put into the development of the microtransactions as opposed to the actual
Exactly.
content.
Whereas
of the
somebody
game.
like him created a game that was groundbreaking for its time as far as mechanics,
Right.
and he likes making awesome gameplay and stories and stuff
Yeah.
like this, and it's more about, okay, that's cool, but how are we gonna get money out of this?
Which really sucks because I don't think the developers in those companies realize that when we get awesome new games like this with new mechanics and storylines and stuff like that, those are the games we can continue to buy and hype up and talk about
Yeah.
all the time. Nobody's sitting here talking about like, dude, I bought this cool microtransaction yesterday. Like that's what made the
Well,
game
I
for
got
me.
Chris
you know?
does.
I got a new skin
Ends
for my
on it
gun.
does, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, sure, we all have fun getting skins for our gun, but we ultimately always talk about, like, this game is awesome because it does X, Y, and Z. Like, we never really talk about that kind of stuff, but they don't realize that. It's just the bottom dollar that they're looking at.
And it's honestly kind of sad.
It is, yeah.
Although the ones that made Mad Max as well with the movie.
Which was
Actually-
a pretty decent game. Most people are saying.
Yeah, a lot of people, and that's the kind of thing about their studio is a lot of their stuff is kind of like known, but not blockbusters. Kind of like what Tomb Raider's been the last so many years.
40
like
years.
a fun games to play, and I'm guessing he probably has the demand of people backing them and the publishers, whatever. What are you going to do differently to take your studio to the next level, kind of a thing?
Right.
And I
And
mean,
that-
his games too don't really lead to like microtransactions. Most of the games that excel in that are the multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. I bought this cool gun
In
in
my
my
Last
sing-
of Us, like
in my single player game where I can't show it off
yeah,
to other
no-
people.
Nobody cares. Yeah.
It's like
It's when you're playing the multiplayer games, like you said, where you can, like,
be all flashy.
Yeah,
and cool.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at me. I'm.
Yeah. So he says he's going to take a little break. He might come back when he's ready. He just says, I love games. I love making them. I love playing them. Not so fond of the constant gold digging mentality of the industry. But I can still make a change and find the passion. So he's kind of just working on himself and trying to figure out how to
this is
survive in that world. And
a great opportunity for him to develop another company. Just you've already got the hype. You've already got
that's
the name.
usually what they do.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what's going to
You've already
happen.
got
And
all the stuff with you. You've already got all the tools.
Yeah.
Just go make another company.
And I mean, obviously, we're talking about it, so hopefully, the industry itself starts realizing this. I mean, you have a bunch
As
of
long
little
as people
kids,
keep paying money for the
Yeah,
stuff,
that's the
it's
only
not going to
problem.
change.
Yeah.
but it might. If we're saying that we like the story-driven games, if other people start talking about it, I mean, look at Spider-Man.
But see, but the issue is a studio like this, they would need the backing of a Sony studio.
Yeah.
Of a Sony publisher. You would need the backing to, if you wanted to just spend the time on the story.
Right.
It's hard to do now because you can have somebody come out and Respawn. You can have Respawn. Rob Duck says tuned in right when Michael and Ati and Michael reamed the absent Matthew. Not surprising.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll see it in the Easter egg when you
Oh, okay. Yeah.
when you come back.
There's nothing bad.
Yeah, it wasn't anything bad.
It was.
By the way, you were not wrong. You did blow up that bathroom. Holy
Dude,
crap!
man. Ooh.
That was like an hour ago. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was. Yeah, sorry, Zonner. You might want to get a new bathroom, buddy.
hope you know a good plumber.
It was so
So-
bad it double flushed on its own for me.
We'll handle that for you.
We're a professional and dignified podcast.
Man, that's so bad.
We do not stoop to fart jokes on this one.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just sad. Honestly, it's sad that like, and who's the pressure from to leave? Because we don't know if it's a, you should probably step down now.
Yeah.
Or if it was just his choice, or we don't know. And it sucks.
Based off what
when-
he's saying, I'm guessing it was him.
Yeah, and it
Probably it was a combination of both. It probably was some prodding, and then it was I don't need to deal with this anymore. Like,
and I don't know if they're owned by anybody.
have they gone public? I'm assuming. They've
Well, I'm sure they, yeah.
gone
But I
public,
don't know
so-
if Avalanche.
So he's probably got a board of some sort who's probably, breathing down the back of his neck and probably said, I could ultimately make the call to do whatever I wanted, but I don't feel like dealing with that kind of pressure anymore.
Oh,
It
their
gets-
parent organization is a film company, so
It gets depressing when your passion gets, belittled like that down to a microtransaction. So I can imagine the desire to just want to step away. So
yeah, I don't think they're owned by anybody like Microsoft or Activision or no.
yeah, map.
It's a compilation of Just Cause things.
Co-developer written with ID Software. No, I don't think they're owned by any.
No, they're
Besides the film studio, but it is kind of so it's not like a Microsoft.
it's not a Sony Santa Monica. It's
Yeah,
not a-
it's not like a Microsoft Bungie thing where Bungie's like, yeah, we're taking our studio and going.
Right,
But like
right,
this was, he felt so much pressure from the gaming industry to make a game that makes tons of money and not just do his passion and to step down. And that honestly really does suck.
It sucks.
Because you can see that trend easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the new Apex box and the
Yep.
new skin and the new. I don't want to say it's ruining games, but there is an impact.
Oh, yeah.
And it's ruining some people's lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely not ruining the games, but it's making,
Yeah.
it's making a big impact. It sucks.
Yeah. Halo 5. Not Halo 5. Sorry. Halo Infinite. Halo 5 already happened. Halo Infinite. The boss, what's her name? Oh, Bonnie Ross. The head of 343 is basically saying, because like a lot of people are trying to figure out, have been trying to figure out from this trailer, is this continuation? Is this reboot? Is this prequel? Is this whatever? And what about the stuff before with what was the name? Locke?
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Locke.
Yeah.
What's going on? We don't want that anymore. We want to actually play as Master Chief. That's who we love. She's basically coming out and saying this is what they're calling a spiritual reboot. So if I were to give you an example, I'd give you God of War 4. God of War 4 is a continuation. It's a sequel, as it were, in
But
that
it's
it
also
is.
But it's also
It's also a complete
simultaneously-
reboot
right,
in the
right.
fact of the
New story.
new gameplay mechanics, and more to the game.
with some occasional tie-ins to the old stuff, but for the most part, it's
Yes.
its own.
I'll
its
read her
own thing.
quote. This is from a interview with GameSpot. There's been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we've done as 343. And if you don't know what 343 is, or if you don't know also that they're not the original makers of Halo, they took over the project after Bungie left to do Destiny. So you're inheriting somebody else's baby, which that's a tough task for anybody, and a tough ask for anybody, honestly. Time to really reflect on what we've done as 343, where we have made mistakes, and where we have hit it right. What does Halo mean to all of us? Halo Infinite is coming from what does Halo mean to all of us? The trailer we did, that's what Halo means to the studio. which is cool because you got that kind of that old school feel of
When you first step on the Halo.
yeah, and what it means, larger than life worlds, one man standing against it all. You know, she said maybe it took us 2 games to get there. We've done good things and bad things, but what does Halo mean to us? It's about hope and wonder and heroism and humanity and community and bringing a community together. That's what that trailer is, and that's what we want to do.
That sounds good.
It's promising.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
It's an eloquent speech. Now deliver.
Yeah, now deliver. Yes. So I'll read this directly from the article. It says, Ross went on to say she was proud of Halo 4's campaign, which I actually really liked the campaign in Halo 4. Really liked it. But it lacked what they needed. And as for Halo 5, the game made improvements to the multiplayer package, but the story was overwhelming, she admitted. And I'm going to guess it was overwhelming because they didn't deliver what we wanted.
And the reaction was overwhelming.
Yeah, So
Right.
she's basically saying and that's why we've waited a long time for this, because they are taking the time to nail the story and nail the multiplayer. I don't know about you guys. I didn't give a crap about that Halo 5 multiplayer.
It was
I never
okay.
played it, Yeah.
I mean, I've played it a few times, but
The
But
multiplayer
it
in
didn't-
general
it didn't
just went
feel
downhill,
like-
so
Yeah.
I just never.
it didn't feel like the old Halo 2, Halo 3.
And what do we do with every Halo before 4? Every single Halo, we beat the story and went ham on the
Just-
freaking
yeah,
multiplayer,
went bananas
hours
on it,
upon
yeah.
hours, days upon days,
Yep.
until the next game came out.
Because the multiplayer had that longevity in it.
Yes.
You know, it had the ability to continue to sustain us until the next one.
Also, too, during that time, there were fewer titles that would pull you away from that. Now you have such a saturation of all these battle royale games, multiplayer games. Back then, you only had a few.
That's fair.
So, yeah, that's why people were playing. Now they have to compete with making sure it feels
But
like
even
Halo,
still-
and then people...
From my perspective, if they gave me the same quality multiplayer that I had back in the day,
Right.
I wouldn't be drawn as much to the new titles that
Right,
were
and
coming
they-
out
they
because
have-
I'd be like, hey, I've got multiplayer. Like as somebody who doesn't pay to watch other video games being paid. Like I have to pay for my video games when I'm going to play them. I might not be so inclined to buy the new release that's going to come out or something like that if I've still got the multiplayer, because that's $60 well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it'll be interesting. They did ask him if there's going to be battle royale. I really hate that question. I used to like when battle royales first came out. I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool. I'm really getting tired of that question. I'm really getting tired of hearing that. Is it going to be a battle royale? And I really don't want to hear it. Is it going to be a battle royale when I'm talking about please do this game right and give me
Yeah.
my multiplayer I want back
yeah,
and a story that I want. If there's a game mode for that,
sure.
okay, maybe, but honestly, I just want to play Halo. Like, I want to play that 4v4, that whatever match on a Halo map and just have fun with my kill streaks and,
I don't care if you want to, like you said, I don't
yeah.
care if you want to drop a Halo, a battle royale
Yeah.
mode in there, but don't
Don't make it the main selling point.
yeah.
Make sure you do your Halo
Right.
multiplayer right.
Right.
And if that comes later, okay.
Yeah.
Unlike, I feel like with the new Call of Duty, they
That was
boasted
their
that as like the selling
yeah.
point, and they had all these other game modes. And it kind of felt like every game mode wasn't really given its.
Because they're right. Everybody wants to ride the battle
Yeah.
royale hype train right
Yeah.
now. So
So she said that it'll be, game feels more like Halo than Fortnite. I think it's her way of saying that it's
Good.
not really going to be. They're going back to the roots of Halo. They're not trying to make you a BR for you, but maybe there will be. Who knows?
sure. Because battle royales inherently aren't a bad game mode. It's
Yeah.
just that can't be your selling point.
Or the only game you ever play.
right.
Good you
Like
have
battle
that.
royales are fun, and this is kind of why I liked Apex a little bit more, was because it was a little bit faster pace. But when it really comes down to it, I miss the old school days of Respawn. I miss being able to come
Yeah.
into and not such a fast paced as Call of Duty went, which was just run a gun, respawn, run a gun, respawn, run a gun, respawn. Like I miss the old days of Halo, that rhythm of
Yeah.
Respawn. Like it felt like it had longevity to it. It felt like I was invested in a match and I was invested in my team, as opposed to Call of Duty, which is just I'm just running around trying to bump up my stats.
I miss old school. I miss where the game on a game where the main game mode is like either a respawn like that or a round based combat like Gears of War when it first
old school
was.
Gears, yeah.
Like, and I loved watching people play that round based, whatever. And I don't mean round based with objectives. That's what Gears of War, the multiplayer esports, everything has to have this objective. And like, what happened to just skill versus skill, gun versus gun?
Yeah.
Death match.
Shoot out at the OK Corral style,
yeah,
man.
like
Let's go.
I love that. Whether it's round based or respawn, love it. And now there has to be this little gimmick to it.
Yeah, it has to be like a
get in the
hook,
circle
a catch of
or
some
the
sort.
and that's fine if those are game modes. I'm just tired of those being the main thing people focus on when there's
I agree.
Team deathmatch is fun and in my opinion will always be fun. It was the original multiplayer fun, for shooters. And
It's hard to get a team deathmatch wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
you take the same mechanics and you try to kill each other
in a room and go. Yeah.
So, I'm honestly really excited to hear that they are
Going back to the roots.
Yeah, really trying to give us hopefully what the fans want, because.
Sometimes I get an Xbox for it.
And it's good to hear that they know they did not deliver.
Yeah.
That's good.
Introspection.
Because a lot of people go, oh, we still stand by that. We still really love that game. We still, they actually came out going,
no, you guys are wrong with your opinion.
Yeah. So they came out and said, no, we didn't give you what you guys wanted.
Beat out the entire population.
Yeah. So I like the reflective.
Yeah, for sure.
Reflectiveness of that. Windows come out with a new update that some say will allow you to play Xbox games on your PC. Now, I know you're thinking, I can already play Xbox games on my PC.
That was the exact thought that went through my head.
Well,
I'm like,
but what I am telling you is you will be allowed to play Xbox games on your PC.
Now,
So what's going through your head right now, I can tell is, but wait, Matt, I can already play Xbox games on my PC.
certain games.
But I'm telling you, you will be able to play Xbox games on your PC. And not in the way you are playing now. That's the real kicker. The way you are playing now is you are playing a ported version of the Xbox game, because it's an Xbox game that they made specifically for Xbox, and then they, converted the code over to work for PC. That is why before, if you wanted to buy an Xbox game and it also had the game on PC, you had to buy it separately. And then they came out where if you buy it digitally, you buy it digitally on your Xbox account. You can have it for your Xbox and your PC. But what you were getting was still two different codings of the game, if that makes sense.
okay, yeah, I got you. I'm following.
Now with the new update, what they're saying is in this new update, there'll be a DirectX installed. There'll be all these different things that will actually allow for PC to handle the actual file and coding of the actual Xbox game. I almost said physical, but it's not. It's digital. So that you can play that format. And I don't know if this means that you are going to be able to take an Xbox physical game and put it in there now because the file type matches. But they're saying they're making it so the file type will match and PCs will play that file type now.
So you just buy it once and they can play it on both the Xbox and the PC if you have that in your library?
Yes, which you already can now, but there's only so many games that you can do.
You can only do that if you have the game.
Yes. So this is saying that it will allow you to all your Xbox games now that you have on PC, because there's only certain games that cross over. All your Xbox games, the PC will now be able to read at least download the digital version of that. I do not know if this translates to physical, so I'm not going to speak to that. But
how does that translate into actual game? Like, does it affect the gameplay? Does it make it better? Like,
Well,
is it
for example, like you can't play the newest Halo on PC. You can play Sea of Thieves. You can play Gears of
you
War.
can play
because it was coded.
Halo 5.
No.
It's on the Xbox Game Pass.
It is, but you can't play it. Watch, if you go on the Xbox Game Pass, if you
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't play it on the PC. I played it on
Yes.
the Xbox, so I never actually tried.
Because
on the PC,
when that game was released, Xbox Game Pass was a thing. When that game was released, the digital buy one here and play it over here was not a thing. So they're now saying that
So this is really just opening up your
Your
actual
games
games
and stuff.
library.
Okay, all right. I got
and will allow them when they make something for PC to actually code on that format versus the PC where you're having two different downloads later on. Or two different types. They can now encode all the things they need for PC in that format now, because now they've created a way within their operating system and software to allow a compatibility to Xbox Xbox games.
And there really is only one game that I'm going to be excited for is Halo. You mean?
Right, because is this why you brought that up? Why I was like, I have to get an Xbox to play the new Halo. But with that being said, now I wouldn't have to. I'd just be able to buy it on the PC.
Now that says nothing for crossplay, but
Sure, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, most games now.
You'd almost think it might though, because
Sea of Thieves is
Sea of
crossplay.
Thieves is crossplay.
Yes.
Most Microsoft PC games and Xbox games now that are released
right.
are crossplay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Gears of War.
And so I would hope that they would make that a thing. Like that would be nice, but nonetheless, it would mean at the minimum I'd be able to actually play the storyline without having to go out and buy a $400 console. So,
If the Xbox is good enough, I'll go buy it. Because here's the thing.
I'll have an extra $400 to drop on that.
Here's the thing. I don't care that you put it on my PC. An Xbox, a Halo game deserves to be played on your big TV.
Agreed.
With
Yes.
your controller in hand and which I guess you could connect your PC to it, but
Which I
there's
do.
something about playing it on a console that will always feel right. I've played what was it, the first one got re-released or something, or maybe it was Halo 2 that got released. One of them got released for PC.
Yeah.
Halo
1
and Halo 2.
It just didn't feel the same because they coded it for the PC and it just
My big issue is that with the previous releases of 5 and 4 and stuff like that, and the multiplayer not being what it was and stuff like that, I'm not inclined to go spend $460 to be able to get this if I'm not sure that my track record isn't showing me that this is going to be any good. So if it had been out for a little bit and I found out that this was all the hype that we were hoping for, then sure, I'd be more inclined to go drop it on something like that. But as it is now, I'm paying $60 for PlayStation plus another $60 to be able to play on Xbox, and stuff like that. So if I'm not sure that it's going to be good, it doesn't entice me to go out and buy an Xbox for it. But if it turns out to be great, then because you're right, there is something fantastic about playing on your TV as opposed to playing on your PC.
Yeah, which I guess I can always connect my laptop to my TV, and it'll be fine. And I can connect my Xbox controller to my laptop.
That's essentially how I play Gears
Doesn't
of War.
have the same feel, man.
It's just not, to me, it's not the same thing as turning, well, it's not the same thing as turning on an Xbox and getting that, and then going to there and scanning through the blades. You guys remember blades? And it's just a different operating system, it's a different feel versus clicking it on my desktop. There's just something different, and I can't explain to you why it's just comforting to me.
It might just be nostalgia. But
so as I was saying before, hopefully with this update, you will be able to play Xbox games on your PC.
All the games.
But
No,
that ended up in a better place than I thought it was going
I know.
originally, because I was like, "Oh no!"
I was just trying to bug you. You know what's really funny? That was our nitty gritty. I didn't realize that was our nitty gritty.
Oh yeah. No, that was a good nitty gritty.
I just went to my next tab. Not really. I thought it was after that.
No.
Anyways, what we usually do at this point is go to our nitty gritty, where we really break down a topic.
But
We just did
accident.
that. That was our nitty gritty topic. So let's jump into the claw. The claw is the chat lobby ass. This is where you, as the audience, can direct the show. Anything you want to talk about, a video game you're excited about,
Claws or something.
DLC you're excited about. I don't know, something you want to know more about, anything.
Sometimes we go on for 30 seconds. Sometimes we go on for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
See, they're coming out with another update for Anthem. Coming out with some new content. So
The game's been out for like 2 weeks.
Yep, coming out with 2 more strongholds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you have people like Chris who beats the game in like
clearly
one
2
day.
weeks has been too long for new content for people like Chris. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's true.
they're coming out with 2 new strongholds and things like that and stuff. So should be pretty fun.
So we're playing today, right?
Wicked Mind says, are you guys ready for Gears 5?
I can't wait.
I had forgotten about that storyline. It's been so long.
Am I ready?
I'm
for
stoked about
Gears
the story.
5. Yes, the story.
I want to see what they do with the multiplayer.
I'm tired of.
I'm so
I do want to see what they do with the multiplayer, but I'm so tired
I'm over it.
of the updates every freaking 2 weeks that change everything about how you play.
They've gotten better about that.
I just don't.
That was like the initial year was like, okay, now this update changes the pattern of the shotgun, and now you know it's or how it comes out.
I get it.
Now it's a bit more stabilized.
But every time they do it, it changes something, and everybody's complaining. And I kind of just want a game. I just want to play it. Like,
Yeah. I'm
if there's inherent lag issues, if there's inherent like
sure.
your servers are crappy or frame rate issues, fix that stuff. You know.
Well, we hear about that more because we do the
Yeah.
tournament. So yeah, we have to deal with that. If we didn't have that,
You might be right.
I've just hit
if we didn't have that,
Yeah.
dealing with that, we wouldn't even,
I
know.
don't like that there's a different set of rules for the ranked matches versus the regular play. The game mechanics they have in that actually operate differently because one's meant how they've tuned it for competitive play and how they've changed patterns and different things. And the other one, they've done different updates, but it's not the same as the other one. So when you play the quick play and you're just like, having fun with your friends and somebody's like, hey, come play this ranked over here, you have to literally change how you play versus like an Overwatch where it's like,
All right.
no, it's just a different set of
I'm just-
rules as far as
Yeah.
what you're trying to achieve, not the actual gameplay is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just hit my old man stride with that game. I think they left me in the dust with all the wall writing and everything, and I'm
Wall
just
bouncing.
like, good, or the wall bouncing, whatever it is.
I'm
just like, good gracious, guys, I'm too far behind the times now.
for me, it's more like I've had a Gears recently, and it was fun. I did really enjoy it. I will play the next one, and I hope
yeah.
it brings me back to like my real love of playing Gears day in, day out, because we did have fun with it.
Yeah, Gears 2.
Like Gears 2. I can honestly tell you I am so much more excited for the next Halo to come out. Like, I am ready for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
am I ready for a new Gears? Yeah, I'm ready to play it. But am I, like, ready? No, that's reserved for Halo right now, honestly. Like,
Did they give an approximation for the Halo? Or did they just say they're just working
They're
on
just
it?
working. They haven't.
Yeah, they haven't even given us a teaser as to when it might. Yeah.
No.
I'm guessing
So that means another 4 years.
No, I'm guessing it's going to be an Xbox title launch
Yeah.
for the new one.
Yeah.
Xbox 2?
You're not-
I was trying to think of a different name,
Xbox
but I
One,
couldn't. I was like,
Xbox 1, 2. The next one will be
Yeah,
Xbox
yeah,
1, 2,
yeah.
3.
but you're gonna find right now a lot of the games you want to see they're not gonna announce them or release them now. They're gonna put them
Yeah.
for the next generation.
that makes sense.
But
Because one would obviously, I'm assuming they haven't come out with an announcement, kind of like they did for the PlayStation. So, but one would presume they're probably going to have
They
to
haven't.
compete, so they're
Yeah.
going to come out with something around the same
neither
time as
one
well.
has
Yeah.
confirmed that they're when the next one is coming out.
Yeah.
Or
Other
that.
than Gears 5. Gears 5 is announced for this year.
Yeah, I mean, as far as console,
Yeah.
neither one is.
Bless
Bless you. Neither one has said when they are coming out.
Right.
Either one has said, Microsoft and Sony, is that they are always working on new hardware and the next console.
Alright, gotcha.
And this is all just internet rumors and insider intelligence that are the hype
it's
train
just the hype train, baby.
of people saying when things are come out. So we put the pieces together until they finally announce it at E3 and go, it's coming out next year. Yeah, we know. Now tell us what it's about.
What are you doing? Oh.
Wicked Mind said, no jeans are like your hat and shirt.
Oh, thank you. Got
His
this
father doesn't. He's a disgrace to his father, apparently.
This is the one from Vegas from last year, and this is just Gears hat.
All right. I don't think there's anything else in the chat this time. This was a shorter claw, which I can't say I'm mad at. Sometimes it's got to be short and sweet.
Yeah.
So, this has been the Casual Misfits Game Podcast, episode number 67. I am Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me we had...
I'm Otto Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No Jeans. And on the far end, missing his cues...
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Theory night, dude.
Theory Knight.
Theory Night.
There we go. That's your thing.
Oh, come
Theory
on.
Knight.
Why? Did I have to...
Yes.
I knew the instant I ran with it, it was going to stop.
All right.
I was like, gosh dang.
Say your name again. Let's do this. Say your name again.
Oh, Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Theory Night. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Theory Night.
Brought to you by the soothing voices of Mike Tyson.
Theory type.
Oh, that's great. CMG Explorer says, I am a disgrace to my father.
Well, that got dark
Anyways,
real
this
quick.
has been the CMG Podcast, episode number 67. We'll see you next week.
All right. Hold on.
You can't do a center from there?
Oh, yeah,
You've got a mouse.
Come on.
You could transition. Why can't you transit? Okay, now we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.